We're at Prudential Center in New Jersey, first of a 5-game road trip for the Canucks, most notably their first game post-Quinn Hughes after the captain was traded Friday to the Minnesota Wild. It's the second game back for Thatcher Demko after he missed 12 due to injury. Demko's return came Thursday, took the loss in a 3-2 decision against the Buffalo Sabres in Vancouver. For the Devils, it's Demko's old teammate Jacob Markstrom, whose next win will be his 250th in the NHL. 99 of those wins came as a member of the Canucks. For the man, it's hard to believe, is going to turn 36 next month. Tyler Myers will serve as Zeev Buium's first defense partner in his first game as a Vancouver Canuck. Veteran presence on the right side of the young 20-year-old Buium. When we saw him last Saturday in Vancouver, was still a teenager. But he turned 20 a week ago today, and now a week later finds himself as a member of the Canucks.
And the Canucks have a young D-cord. Wielander is 20. Elias Pettersson is 21, but Buium now the youngest Canuck on the ice.
And underway with Siegenthaler wristing the puck into the Vancouver zone. David Kampf tried to pass. That's going to go all the way down wide of the net. So an early icing call just 12 seconds into the game. If you were not paying attention, Canucks landed in New York, and that's when we found out that this had happened. So 4 pieces for Quinn Hughes. 3 of them are first-round draft picks already, plus another pick coming up in June.
Yeah, the Canucks have their own first-round draft pick for the upcoming draft, and of course now Minnesota. So stockpiling, looking to get younger and improve with some up-and-coming talent, and they've done that in getting Rossi, Ogren, and of course Buium. I think Canuck fans are really going to like watching when he gets the puck. Boy, he's certainly able to wheel with it, as the Canucks are going to slow this game down with a couple of icings early. And Adam Foote admitted that the noise was getting into the dressing room, and so now that the trade is done, the players in Canucks jerseys know what their team looks like for the foreseeable future, and you can kind of look at this as a start from now situation with influx of some youngsters.
You heard Murph say Buium actually made his NHL debut in the playoffs last year, played 4 games in the postseason for Minnesota before starting the season on the big squad to start this year. After some delay, the drop of the puck is complete. Myers has it, and now Buium looks up ice. Going through to Höglander, couldn't tip the puck in deep. Back comes Jesper Bratt for New Jersey. Dawson Mercer with him. Camp tips the puck to the far corner. Nico Hischier throws it across. Connor Garland able to intercept and broke his stick. I don't know if it was slash, I think it was. And took a while for the referee to make his decision. Took Garland dropping his stick and saying, come on now, before the arm went up.
Yeah, that puck came across to Garland. He went to move and was hacked. Dougie Hamilton. And this is what it looked like, trying to play the puck, and got the stick, almost the leg as well. But Garland knew his stick was broken, couldn't play the puck, and the Canucks still get a power play, and that will leave Buium on the ice. He practiced yesterday with the squad in this building on the practice rink and running through some power play options.
So the early unpopular penalty call puts the Canucks onto the man advantage. Brock Boeser, Buium at the blue line. Dishes one across. Jake DeBrusk had to take that off the boards. Now he passes down for Connor Garland. DeBrusk on the goal line, brings it in front, spot, and he scores on his own rebound. Jake DeBrusk ends his slump as he scores his first goal in 11 games. And guess what? It's on the power play. Canucks have a 1-0 lead.
That's his 8th power play goal of the season, and it's the rebound that he gobbles right back up. Ogren, pardon me, he's not on the ice yet. It's Buium across, a little interchange down to DeBrusk. And looks like Markstrom was leaving that post and couldn't get that left pad back out in time. Jake DeBrusk so good in tight, short stick, gets it upstairs. Canucks 1-0.
1:01 the time of the goal. DeBrusk's 9th of the year, 8 of them on the power play, and with that goal, Save-On Foods has given away its first prize. Here's the Canucks, 1 for 1 on the power play. get the early goal and the early lead here in New Jersey.
New Jersey played yesterday around the same time in this building against Anaheim, gave up the first goal in that game as well. Here's the look. As Garland, who drew the penalty, puts it down to DeBrusk. And in tight, you can count on him to find rebounds.
Marcus Pettersson off the draw. Phil Hronek. Pettersson again. Slap shot wide of the goal. Puck comes to the blue line. Thrown towards net again. Now loose in the slot. Kane fanned on it. As that bouncing puck just wouldn't settle when he went to shoot it. Sherwood digging for the puck. It's still in the Devils' end. Drew O'Connor giving chase, but it's chopped out of play at the Vancouver bench, and that draws a whistle just past 90 seconds into this first period.
A rare occurrence where the noise filtered into the Devils' dressing room as well, and Sheldon Keefe said that now that everything's done from their side, same sort of thing, concentrate. He also cautioned his team on just relying on goaltending. Jake Allen was excellent yesterday for the Devils, but being down 1-0 early in a building where you're trying to get some energy for your group, none too pleased that they couldn't kill off that first penalty against them.
Didn't take Steve William long to get his first point. Secondary assist to DeBrusk from Garland and William at 101. Puck brought ahead to center by the Devils. Canucks had a chance to take it away, but it was overskated as Rossi tried to pick up the puck. Former Canuck Juho Lammikko out there, wearing number 83 for the Devils. Here's Tom Wielander in. Sends one across. DeBrusk was being tied up. Brock Besser swing and a miss for Elias Pettersson. Wielander takes the puck down to the corner, puts it towards the net, and it's covered in the crease by Markstrom against the whistle.
Markstrom had his goal stick turned over backwards, went off the heel of his stick and right into his pads. Puck's getting that puck towards the blue paint, and that man right there, open the scoring, is usually somewhere nearby. Jake DeBrusk with his 8th power play goal. And the former Canuck, Jacob Markstrom, has had a bit of an iffy last couple of weeks in net.
8-6-1 on the season, but his goals against average closer to 4 than it is to 3, and he's not generally accustomed to that.
Yeah, Markstrom has just got 1 win in the last 4 games. Goals against of .390.
See his career record against the Canucks there is pretty good. Played all those games in Calgary when they went into the All-Canadian division right after he left.
Well, his first ever game against Vancouver, he got a shutout. In his last game against Vancouver, he got a shutout, and that's not the case tonight.
Puck thrown towards the front, knocked away. And now knocked down with a high stick after Ogren made a defensive play in the Vancouver zone. Here's Murph.
Today's Canucks for Kids Fun 50-50 raffle, sponsored by Park Casino, is live. Tickets are available till the end of the second intermission. You can buy them. VancouverCanucks5050.com.
Okay, Mr. Equipment Guy.
Yeah.
I'm already, and this is one of the worst broadcast locations in the league, but
We're
I'm already
pretty high
having a
on.
little trouble with Rossi and Ogren. So is there a stick tape color I need
Yes,
to? Okay.
Rossi's got black tape. Ogren's got white tape.
Okay.
Williams got white tape.
Devils bring the puck into the Vancouver zone. Thrown around to the near side. They're picked up and brought out by David Kemp. Garland tried to return the puck to Kemp. Devils turn it back. Angus Cruikshank flips the puck into the Vancouver zone. Dug free by Marcus Pettersson. Try to pass to center. That's intercepted. And Luke Hughes has the puck for the Devils. Heischer takes his pass to the Vancouver blue line. Nico Heischer, a little stutter step trying to get away from Brock Besser. Passes back to the blue line. Luke Hughes is there. Leaves for Heischer. Long wrist shot. And Nils Höglander got his stick on that one to tip the puck wide of the net.
Well, Quinn Hughes' former defensive partner, Philip Hronek, now wearing an A after the departure of the captain, Quinn Hughes, to Minnesota. And Hronek, who doesn't like to speak that much with the press, certainly is a chatty guy in the dressing room and on the bench. commands a lot of respect. He's one of these guys that when he speaks between periods, players listen.
Dawson Mercer to take this face-off in place of Nico Hischier against Marco Rossi to the left of Thatcher Demko. And the Canucks win the draw. Myers on the far side sweeps the puck to center. Besser able to tip it down behind the Devils' goal. Markstrom stick handling, feeds one up the middle to Nico Hischier. He gets through center, flips the puck over the head of Bouillon. Myers around for Besser, tips the puck to the middle. Now it's swung on to the left wing. Picked up inside the blue line by Rossi, who leaves for DeBrusk. Wrist shot. And where's the puck? Markstrom has it. I don't think he was completely sure, but able to deny DeBrusk on that chance, who was looking for his second goal of the period already.
It was stuck under his pad and didn't really want to move too much. Good job getting into the zone by Rossi, and then a little drop pass to DeBrusk, who's looking for that far side. Besser had his stick tied up. And the puck, if it had a little bit more oomph on it, might have squeezed past Markstrom.
Canucks have all three shots in the game so far. I think DeBrusk has all three of them, as Kane tried one there, but it was blocked before it got to the net. Siegenthaler checks. Hamilton gets the puck. He's the man who was in the box when DeBrusk opened the scoring in this one. Devils backhand the puck into the Vancouver zone. That was Connor Brown, wearing number 16 for New Jersey. Drew O'Connor brings the puck ahead with a pass to Kane, who tried to return it to O'Connor, but he'd fallen down. Now Kane brings the puck in on the left wing. Dishes one across for Kiefer Sherwood. Sherwood ended his goal draw last game, and now DeBrusk has done the same thing here in New Jersey. Brown brings the puck forward. Dishes to the left side. Andre Palat tried to send one on goal. That was knocked away by Elias Pettersson. And Kane will flip the puck down to the Devils' blue line.
Boy, the Canucks really aren't giving the Devils much when they get into the zone, especially off the rush. Nothing's getting converted towards the net. They're doing a good job, like right here. Standing up in the neutral zone, not allowing the Devils to gain speed.
Brendan Dillon banks the puck to center. Tom Wielander skates it the other way. Dillon had him lined up. Wielander able to get away from the check as he dumped the puck in. Max Sassone with a centering pass that was blocked. Now Liam Ogren behind the net. Ogren out the near side, sends one across. Myers skates down to collect the loose puck. Feeds it back. Canucks controlling well in the Devils zone. Bouillon, a nice move. See Bouillon cuts further left. Tries a wrist shot, and that sailed wide of the goal. Ogren, oh, he got hit, and there'll be a penalty there to Stefan Mason, who hit Ogren right in the numbers. And the Canucks, who are 1 for 1 on the power play, going to get another chance with the man advantage.
Good offensive four-way, moving the puck around. Ogren starts things from behind the net, but then he goes out to the point to cover, and after he's moved the puck, he gets hit from behind, calling it a boarding call on the ice. Mason in the box. Canucks back on the power play. The Canucks had a bit of a skid with their power play, but scored one last game. You mentioned Sherwood. And they have one in this game with DeBrusk.
Rossi on the face-off against Luke Glendening. As the Devils try to do a better job killing this one. It took the Canucks just 18 seconds on their first power play to open the scoring. Besser has the puck on the near side.
Back. Pause.
DeBrusk to Garland. Now DeBrusk again, back for Bouillon. Garland. Here's Rossi. Bouillon, wrist shot, missed the net. Siegenthaler gets the loose puck, and he's able to wrist it down the ice.
Canucks were working yesterday in practice primarily on their power play, adding some new faces with Rossi and Bouillon out on this one. And I like the puck movement they had. They did the same sort of thing just there, getting around for a shot and missing.
Little give and go on the entry, but the return pass was missed, and the Devils dumped the puck all the way down.
Yeah, this is the tricky part when you come to a new team and you work through the power play entry, but you're going against your own players. It's a little different in live action.
Garland stick handles it, hooks one back. Bouillon with room. Z. Bouillon centers, and that went off a Devil and in. Z. Bouillon has his first goal as a Canuck. to go with his assist as Brendan Dillon deflected that puck into his own net.
Booyah for Booyah. Right to the front of the net, deflected in, and the Canucks have a 2-goal lead. Both goals are on the power play. Here's the entrance by Garland, and he's moving it to space. Booyah is looking far post, and Brendan Dillon, as he comes in to try to disrupt the pass, it goes off the toe of his stick and past a stunned Markstrom and a stunned crowd. Canucks 2 power play goals, 2-0 in this game.
So Booyah, an assist on the opening goal by DeBrusk. And now he gets a fortunate bounce on the 2-0 goal. The Canucks power play getting it done to begin this one against the Devils.
And it was also the new addition, Ogren, who was the one that drew that penalty, getting hit, boarded, right in front of the Devils bench.
Devils down a couple, bring the puck ahead. Bratt to the crease, blockered away by Demko. Puck kept in at the right point.
They call that a shot. Looked like it was going wide behind the post there.
Well, they'll audit it. But for now, it's a shot on goal as Marcus Pettersson risks the puck in from center. Shift ahead by Colton White, who now heads to the New Jersey bench. Elias Pettersson threw a hit, but a hand pass by the Devils stops play. We'll take a break. Steve Booyah, goal and an assist in his debut, and the Canucks are up a couple.
Well, Booyah knows he'll forever be linked to Quinn Hughes because of the trade. As for replacing him, he said, I've always liked to watch him and take things from him, but I want to be me. I want to write my own story. I want to become the best player I can be. But he did add, when you're in a trade for Quinn Hughes, you definitely could feel good about yourself, seeing he's the best defenseman in franchise history.
He can say that his first goal scored as a member of the Vancouver Canucks also included an assist for Thatcher Demko, as they score at Booyah from Garland and Demko.
Nice. Demko did not have an assist last year, but that's his 6th overall in his career.
I knew you'd know that. Put it on a platter for you, and there it's right in your notes.
Well done.
Marcus Pettersson collects the puck deep in his own zone. And now Phil Hronek.
Doesn't it seem like this top line for the Devils has been on every second shift?
Hoglander, pass blocked at center. And now Camp tried to jam the puck back in his own zone. It's intercepted by Brad. Puts one to the high slot. Wrist shot wide. Loose puck beside the goal. Myers able to kick it to his stick and get to the blue line, but not out. Jesper Bratt towards the goal. That bounces wide. Dougie Hamilton moves down from the blue line. Mercer behind the net. Centers the puck, and Myers was able to tip that one away. Now a pass across. Hamilton in front, and Heischer double clutched. Never got the shot off on a glorious chance to get New Jersey on the board. Michelle Mathot handing me notes with Steve Booyah having 2 points already in his Canuck debut. The record for points in a debut is 4. Greg Adams had 4 goals in his first game back in '87. Claire Alexander had 2 goals and 2 assists in his debut.
This is the pass that goes out front and double clutched, as you mentioned, from Heischer, as the Canucks just get scrambling a little bit towards their own net, but Garland comes back and they get the puck out of the zone. And Williams up to now 10 power play points.
The puck through to Markstrom. Steers it to the side to Brendan Dillon. Palat checked before he can move the puck out, but now the Devils get another chance. And Cody Glass stick handles to center. Puck knocked off his stick, but right to a teammate. Now intercepting is Max Sassone. On to the left wing, Liam Ogren turns with the puck. Turns again. Feeds the corner. Carlson to the blue line. Booyah across. Puck is centered. And Carlson was there, but he couldn't steer it on net. Canucks had another good chance there that began with 24 at the blue line.
Yeah, like I said in the opening, I think people, once they separate themselves from Hughes no longer being a Vancouver Canuck, will start to appreciate Steve Guilliam. His skating is what gets him the puck, and then it's the offensive instincts after that.
Left that one for Wielander, but the Devils take it back. Sent to the near side. Colton White moves down from the blue line. Covering for him is Stefan Nason. Now they trade spots again. White into the corner. To the near boards. Evander Kane there, able to work it onto the stick of Guilliam. Canucks need a change, and they're able to move the puck out.
That's the most extended time the Devils have had in the offensive zone. They didn't get a shot out of it. Everything was board battles.
Rossi tips the puck to the far side, picks it up himself. Made an indirect pass to Brock Besser, who slides the puck across, and it's wristed in by Elias Pettersson. Siegenthaler ahead and out to center, where Hronek makes a hard pass onto the stick of Marco Rossi. DeBrusk dumps the puck into the Devil zone. Rossi on the forecheck, now DeBrusk. Around to the far side for Rossi. Blue line feed. Hronek into the middle for Besser. Thought about dishing off one way, now he goes the other. Besser, long shot, fought off by Markstrom. That was a hard blast coming in from a long way out.
That just bounced off the shoulder of Markstrom right past the slot.
87 miles an hour on the slap shot for Besser. Now the puck to the crease, and Markstrom alertly grabs that one. And after the whistle, DeBrusk has a target on his back.
Glenn Denning, who was just trying to clear the crease, get a free shot in.
Speech off. Fred Florida, Tampa Bay.
6-foot joke, there's no way you could project it. He'd be the player he is right now, way back then.
Small world.
It is. The steps of separation from hockey player to coach to management. Everyone knows a guy who played with that guy, it seems. And William was talking glowingly yesterday about being able to practice with some pros and having Adam Foote as the skills coach in Colorado. As Jacob Markstrom right now is getting, what is his mask attended to?
I'm wondering if that hard shot from Besser didn't hit him there. You think his shoulder for sure, eh?
Yeah, it just bounced off, I thought, but
here's the shot we're referring to. I don't know.
Oh, maybe.
I think it might have caught him in the mask.
That would explain it. Ricocheting
Well, it
out
came
like
out,
it did.
yeah, it came out with some velocity, right?
Thought he maybe had a pillow underneath his jersey there. It just bounced right off, but Markstrom set to go. Canucks winning a shot battle here, 7-1.
Saw Connor Garland there. He's in on both goals so far. Dillon, who was, unfortunately for him, very involved in the 2-0 goal. Surrey native, who recently played his 1000th game in the NHL.
Yeah, what a great story. Undrafted in the WHL, undrafted in the NHL. Just keeps persevering. Former captain of the Thunderbirds. Seattle.
Marcus Pettersson back for a loose puck. Garland takes his pass. David Camp feeds back to Garland. He'll take his time. Canucks start to change as Garland brings the puck ahead with a pass intended for O'Connor, but it slides free and is chipped the other way by Luke Hughes. Here's O'Connor at the Devils' blue line. Didn't get much on his pass intended for Evander Kane. And Cody Glass brings the puck into Vancouver territory with 7 minutes remaining the first period, and the Canucks up 2-0. Fans react, and there will be a penalty for that hit down in the corner. As Tyler Myers was involved there with Connor Brown.
And calling it interference, and it was very subtle as the puck was rung around into the blocker side corner. A push there, and it puts Brown off balance and into the boards. The first thing he does is look at the referee when he's down on his knees, sliding in there. So a power play battle in this game so far. Canucks 2 power plays, 2 goals, and now Jersey gets their shot at things.
Devils just 1 for 13 in their last 6 games. But come in with a power play that's still ranked in the top 10 in the NHL at 22.2%.
Yeah, they got 18 power play goals on the season so far.
Devils won the face-off, but Nason had his stick lifted, and Kiefer Sherwood's able to shoot the puck down the ice.
Is it now that I should add that they have not given up a shorthanded goal against? The only team in the NHL with that distinction?
I think there's 4 teams that have not given up a shorthanded goal.
The only team in New Jersey that hasn't.
But they're 1 of 4. Here's Hischier. Feeding down, gets a return pass, takes the puck behind the net. Nico Hischier checked along the near boards. Minute 25 to go on the penalty to Tyler Myers. Nason tried to get the puck to the blue line, intercepted by Sherwood. Who now throws the puck. He'll get a penalty for that.
Yeah.
Kiefer Sherwood had his clearing attempt blocked. Puck came back to me, grabbed it, and threw it. And that's what it looked like. He's arguing, but it's going to be a 2-man advantage for the Devils.
Doesn't get it out on the first flip, and then when it comes back, I mean, it's instinctual when a puck is near the shoulders to kind of get the hand out there and grab it, bat it, move it. But because he closed his hand on that puck and then the physical motion of moving it forward, you can't let that go as a hand pass or anything else. And closing hand on the puck's the official call, and the Devils have a minute 19 of a 5-on-3.
Big face-off went for Camp, but the puck is kept in by Dougie Hamilton to the left point. Devils go to work on the 2-man advantage. Bratt hooks one down for Hischier. Now Bratt. Hischier shoots. Demko made the save, sliding to his left. Bratt tries the other side to Hamilton. He moves to a high slot, feeds one down for Nason. Hamilton to Bratt. Hischier again. Bratt, Hamilton, couldn't get anything on it, had to reach for the pass. Now Marcus Pettersson, after the puck, he's taken down, but onto it is Phil Hronek, who'll skate the puck ahead and dump it all the way into the New Jersey zone.
He's still going.
30 seconds to go on the first penalty to Myers. 2-man advantage for the Devils, who trail 2-0. Bratt carries back in, sends the puck across to Hischier. Now Nason's in front. Great pad saved by Demko on that chance for Connor Brown.
I've been watching Demko while the Devils are moving the puck around, and his positioning has been fantastic.
Luke Hughes in. Deeds. Demko with the left pad. And the puck is cleared all the way down. That'll do it for the first penalty. 40 seconds remaining in the minor to Kiefer Sherwood.
You need your goaltender to come up with a big save on a 5-on-3, and Demko did that, and now to 5-on-4, the Canucks getting settled.
Brown back in. Connor Brown, watched by Phil Hronek. Feeds the slot, Paul Cotter, and now blocker save by Demko. 15 seconds to go on the New Jersey power play. Puck sent back to Hughes, but it bounced off his skate, and Garland's able to shoot it down the ice. Mercer checked by Garland. Cotter gets the puck, and Brown brings it ahead. Penalty's over. Devils 0 for 2 on the power plays. Sherwood returns to the game. Cotter. Sherwood tried to stay with him. Paul Cotter feeds one back. Brown, pressured by Myers, loses the puck. Garland brings it out with O'Connor. Drew O'Connor in on the left point. Tried to wrist one in front. That was blocked by Brendan Dillon. Under 4 minutes left, first period. Canucks leading the Devils 2-0. That pass to the Vancouver blue line broken up, and now DeBrusk has it knocked off his stick. Siegenthaler sends one through. Cruikshank couldn't catch up, but Steve William has the puck for Vancouver, gaining center and shooting it in. Marks from out of his net. Able to get the puck outside the line to center.
He's been aggressive in playing the puck. There's a call going against New Jersey.
It's going to be Perrant heading off as he got the stick in on Tom Wielander. Thatcher Demko, some great work short-handed. Now the Canucks back to the power play.
He jingles. She does not.
Under trying to move the puck. And Demko, when the Devils had the 5-on-3, you're not going to stop every passing lane. And you hope your goaltender comes up big. He did just that. That's a wonderful right pad save. And this is driving to the net from Luke Hughes. No room along the ice, and Demko's settled in, watching his team get his third power play of this period today.
Too late. You've been busted.
I know.
Canucks 2 for 2 with the man advantage. Went 1 for 3 their last game, so 3 for the last 5. And an opportunity here to extend this 2-goal lead. Puck sent down the ice off the draw. William back to pick it up. Marco Rossi drops to Zeev William. Stick handles in, leaves for Rossi. Now DeBrusk. William. Banks one back to Connor Garland. William again. DeBrusk on the goal line. Fan on his centering pass, but he gets the puck back. William, good stick handling to Besser. Back to Garland, near side. Rossi shoots, stopped by Markstrom. Good puck movement there from the Canucks, setting up the chance for Marco Rossi. Here's Garland. Behind the net, DeBrusk tracks the puck down. Rossi on the near side. DeBrusk was knocked down. Puck comes back to William at the line. Minute to go in the power play. Rossi across. Garland shoots. Steered to the corner by Markstrom. And the puck now sent down into the Vancouver zone. The Canucks will change up their power play personnel.
Garland walking in. He had time if he wanted to wind up for the big slap shot, but he was looking to find a lane. There was traffic in front, and it just a couple of shots have ticked off Markstrom.
Deals Höglander on the forecheck. Evander Kane to the blue line. Hronek. Kane tried to feed one down for Höglander. That was out of his reach. Dillon after the puck in the near corner. Canucks steal it back. Now taken by New Jersey. And Mercer able to send it off the glove of Hronek and out. Dozen seconds to go in the penalty to Xavier Perrant. Höglander dug the puck free, but the Devils come up with it. Hronek intercepts. As the penalty comes to an end, Canucks now 2 for 3 on the power play, still leading the game 2-0.
Oh, it's Mercer and Hischier as the penalty killers. Most times when a team kills a penalty, they'll spill their top line out, but 2/3 of their top line just got off the ice at the tail end of that penalty kill.
White bounces the puck ahead. Canucks turn it the other way. We're in the final minute. First period. Sassone centers, and that was broken up. Pass intended for Evander Kane going to the net. Now Sassone checked at his own blue line. Nason pressuring him. Sassone recovers to get the puck back and sends it around for Camp. Ogren in. Liam Ogren. Strong move to protect that puck. Devils come up with it. And Paul Cotter one-hands the puck into the Vancouver zone. Icing wave down. Devil took a spill down there. That was Bratt. Now it comes back. Siegenthaler at the blue line. Wrist one wide of the goal. 10 seconds to go in the period. And the Canucks are able to move the puck down inside the Devil blue line. And that should do it for period number 1. Canucks went 2 for 2 on a couple of early power plays and had an opportunity on their last one as well.
They did, as Rossi's going to be hanging out off screen. And then he'll enter it as the Canucks come up with a loose puck, move it to Garland up top, and all the way across Rossi. There he is, looking to shoot with traffic, and it just bounces off Markstrom. A couple of pucks have done that. It can be gobbled up.
20 minutes done, Canucks up by a couple. We've got a Hockey Central update coming your way with David Amber and Luke Gazdick recapping last night's action, and we'll take a peek at another Insider podcast, this one featuring Tom
Leafs. Not only Leafs, Chipper and Bourne here. Weekdays on Sportsnet 590 The Fan.
Canucks a couple of early power play goals, and they have a 2-0 lead going to the second period here at Prudential Center in New Jersey. Steve Buium in on both the goals for the Canucks in the first period. Major part of this game is the young defenseman. Major part for Napa Auto Parts. Parts that make the difference. That's Napa know-how.
Well, for Buium, I mean, he's so comfortable in the offensive zone, but defensively, I mentioned before, a very good skater, and so like any young defenseman wants to work on being better positioned in his own end. But when he has the puck, boy, there's a lot of poise. And he's going to receive this here and keep on going. This is the shot that goes wide, but very close to this. It goes off Brendan Dillon and in the net. So 2 power play points for Buium. He's now tied first for power play points for rookies. And you can see where he is on the rookie defenseman scoring ledger. That's quite the first period for him.
He's the first defenseman in Canucks franchise history to have a multiple point first period in a Canuck debut.
I can't believe he didn't retape his stick. That would bug me. The little nicks in the front and the back.
Ray was saying the same thing the other day.
Yeah. Some players,
he was a notorious stick rewrapper.
Oh, every period. And you wouldn't allow, like, I wouldn't want anybody touching my stick. Sometimes you don't even look at it. The worst thing is when you grab that, you flex it. Get your own stick.
Underway with the Canucks up a couple here in New Jersey. Sharp angle shot, blocked away by Thatcher Demko. Connor Garland chops the puck down to the Devils' blue line. Nico Hischier. Jonas Siegenthaler ahead, and Bratt turns and slides the puck behind the Vancouver goal. Demko around. Hoglander took a tumble as he stepped in front of his man, Hamilton. They're both back on their feet as Hronek looks up ice with a pass to Garland. Tried to go all the way across. That was broken up. The pass intended for Marcus Pettersson, who now comes back to break things up at his own blue line.
Myers there was tangled up with Connor Brown and broke his stick.
Myers goes to the bench to grab a new one. As Garland banks the puck over the Devils' blue line. Shot the other way by New Jersey. Garland brings it ahead again. He's got some room on the right wing. Now sent into the boards by Brendan Dillon. Glass around the far side, turns it over to Bruss. Tried to make a beeline for the net, but he was checked before he got there. Puck knocked down by a high stick. Play allowed to continue as the Devils were next to touch after Rossi knocked the puck out of the air. Now Besser back to Myers. Tyler Myers into the middle. Steve Buium turning to the blue line. Works his way across. Myers takes his pass. Puts one in front. Deflected on goal. Stopped by Jacob Markstrom. Now the puck centered by Myers. That's picked off. And it'll be flipped down over the Vancouver blue line. Buium able to one-hand the puck across center. Evander Kane moves in and chips the puck behind the Devils' goal. Jersey able to get it ahead and out to center. Drew O'Connor. Game center, flips the puck back in. Kane after it. He's checked by Dennis Cholowski. And now the Canucks bring the puck back in offside for a whistle.
Well, that man's been busy in this game so far. Former Canuck goaltender Markstrom. This is going to come through as Buium just keeps waiting, then moves it down, and it bounces to the blue paint. The Devils have already had an own goal, as you call it. Markstrom's got to be careful. But the Canucks are certainly all over the Devils here, not really giving them anything coming up ice so far in this game.
They didn't credit the Canucks with a shot on that one, which did deflect towards the net and would have gone in if Markstrom had stopped it while down on his knees. Tom Nylander. And now Elias Elias Pettersson. Good pass to Willander, who steps up through center and wrists the puck into the Devils' zone. Markstrom shoots it the other way and back out to neutral ice. Williams come back on to replace Elias Pettersson. There's a nice play at the blue line to send Sherwood in. As Vander Kane made the pass to him. Now wristed wide of the goal. Myers on the near side. Puts one towards the front. That ricochets to the far boards. Myers activates from the right point. Covering for him is Sherwood. Puts one in front. That missed the net. William after the puck on the far side. Able to spin away from his check, and now a shot by Ogren is stopped by Jacob Markstrom. William trying to keep the puck in. And he does, as Cruikshank couldn't push it past him.
Canucks, they're just really a step ahead, it seems, in the start of the second period. I mean, even when they're changing, they're keeping the pressure on.
Devils played yesterday afternoon, beating Anaheim 4-1 in this building.
Now, the Devils have had trouble with back-to-backs.
Linus Karlsson moves in, taken down by Cholowski. Now another Canuck takes a tumble. That was Sassone. They'll try to hustle back into play as the Devils move up ice. Mercer turning, centering, Brad across, Hughes scores. A couple of Canucks got trapped behind the Devils' net. And off the rush, Luke Hughes gets New Jersey on the board.
Only off the rush, but off the bench. And into things for the Devils. You can see a couple of Canuck forwards down on the ice below the goal line. And as it's moved up ice, a couple of nice passes. There's the defenseman coming on the top of your screen. And Hughes is going to put this one over the glove of Demko. Mercer drives people back. Bratt with a little drop pass. And the youngest Hughes brothers on the board.
4:02, the time of the Devils' first goal of the game. Luke Hughes has his third of the season. Gilles Hoglander, checked by Dougie Hamilton. Keeps after the puck, tried to move it over the blue line, blocked. And now the Canucks take control again in their own zone. Hughes from Brad and Mercer. The scoring play for New Jersey as the Canucks are called for icing. Road trip continues for the Canucks. On Tuesday, they'll be at Madison Square Garden to take on the Rangers. Catch that game at 4 Pacific on Sportsnet Pacific.
Busy day yesterday for the New York area teams. Devils played a lunchtime game. Islanders played in the afternoon. Rangers played in the evening. Good day of TV.
Or go to every game. I saw Dan Rosen from the NHL Network said that he went to all 3 games.
That's a nice tour during the day. Stay away from SantaCon.
Puck sent into the Vancouver zone. Devils move in after it. Cody Glass check along the near side. Here come the Canucks, 3 of them through center. Rossi in, hit the post. Marco Rossi went glove side on Jacob Markstrom, but put it off the iron.
Nice quick release on that 2-on-1. There wasn't really a passing lane, so he becomes a shooter. And as Brendan Dillon, the defenseman, is trying to hustle back, Connor Garland stayed in his back-checking lane.
Willander had his stick lifted. Centering pass was behind Paul Cotter, though. Now Hamilton wrists one towards the goal. That trickled through to Demko, steers it to the end boards. Chance stop there as Juha Lammikko tested Thatcher Demko. Another shot blocked away by Demko as Siegenthaler threw it on goal. Rossi defending without a stick here. He broke his stick. And now he's going to take the opportunity to hustle to the bench as the Canucks pick up the puck and move out. On to replace Rossi is O'Connor. Got that shot off. Deflected and fluttered through to Jacob Markstrom. He was able to track it and hang on.
Here's the 2-on-1. There Rossi had to control this puck, and then you see that close to the net. You have to be a shooter, does so off the iron and out. And then that decision when your stick's broken and it's a second period, you got a long way to get to the bench. But when he changed without his stick, Drew O'Connor came on, got a good shot towards the net. Marco Rossi, one of the higher Austrian drafted NHLers. Thomas Vanek Holds that distinction, I think 5th overall.
Puck to center. Chopped into the Vancouver zone by Angus Cruikshank. Cruikshank into battle for the puck. Canucks working to the side, kept in by Luke Hughes. But now he's checked, and the puck is out to center out of the stick of Kiefer Sherwood, who backhands it behind the Devils' goal. Markstrom to the side for Hughes. Brendan Dillon takes his pass. Dishes off to Xavier Perron, who moves into the sharp angle shot that hit the outside of the net. Demko was looking the wrong way as the puck was thrown back in front, and it sailed past him and out to center ice.
You expect if the Devils get on the board, there's going to be a push here in this home game for them, so the Canucks have to defend smartly here.
Here's Hischier in front. Loose puck. Cleared back. Cholowski to the side. Hischier fanned on a one-time attempt. Kane gets the puck checked to the blue line by Bratt. Chance here for the Devils, but Sherwood's going to get to that puck and make no mistake. Well, the one mistake, he iced it, so the faceoff will come back into the Vancouver end.
Well, just trying to avoid the damage as Kane wasn't able to negotiate the puck out of the zone, and Jesper Bratt came on to join his line mates, top line for the Devils, trying to get after it. So Sherwood just get a break, get it down the ice. Canucks were good in the first period in the faceoff dot. 65%.
Sassone taking the draw. He's the only fresh-legged player out there. The rest of the Canucks have all been out over a minute on this ship. Canucks get to the puck off the draw, bounce it past Cholowski and down to the Devils' blue line. Thrown ahead. Hischier moves quickly in with a wrist shot. Blocker save Demko. Bratt on the rebound. Demko flashed the right pad. Sliding to his left and reaching back with the right leg to stop the backhander from Bratt. Now here's Sassone in. Drop pass. Höglander is stopped by Markstrom. As the Canucks worked a nice chance there off the rush. Devils have one here in the second. Vancouver still leads by one.
Sounds like Ojo time. Feel the fun with exclusive games you won't find anywhere else. Groovy.
When you need a custom action,
when he was
then
on
double
the
tap
ice
to
with
activate.
the Minnesota Wild, they carried play at 5-on-5. In fact, he led Minnesota in shot attempt percentage, differential, scoring chance, as well as high danger scoring chances. Nearly 60% of them went Minnesota's way with Rossi on the ice at 5-on-5. Impressive fancy numbers, fellas.
I remember watching Marco Rossi play for Austria at the World Juniors, so going back now 5-6 years. And he was heads and tails the best Austrian player out on the ice for his team, but he just had a motor. And, you know, you project down the road, what's he going to be as an NHLer? It took him a little bit to get going with his NHL career, but just kind of leaps and bounds last season, the 60 points.
Waved out of this face-off against Cody Glass. Jake DeBrusk will move in and take it. And DeBrusk wins it to the side. But Besser was having his stick tied up. Now he extricates it, try to pass to the near side, broken up, and the puck is poked down to the Vancouver blue line. Perron flips one ahead. DeBrusk couldn't quite get there. Besser, though, sends one across. Rossi takes the puck off the corner boards. Feeds back to Marcus Pettersson. Perron on the near side. Down for Besser. Perron with room. Shoots, and he missed the net. Andre Palat picks up the loose puck. Pickett through center. Hamilton back for Palat going to the net. Glass gets the puck. Dishes to the blue line to Siegenthaler. Wrist one that goes wide of the goal into the far corner. Hronek is there. Backhands one ahead, and it goes off Palat and into the Devils bench for a whistle. Just over 8 minutes into this second period.
Hannaford's got to be happy with his team in this game so far, and may want to learn Swedish. We got the Petterssons, Orgrim, the new addition. Höglander back out of the lineup. Didn't practice yesterday, Nils Höglander. They're playing today. So, makes me hungry for some pancakes.
Okay.
Swedish pancakes.
Nason, who took the penalty with the hit on Ogren in the first period that allowed the Canucks to make it 2-0 with their second power play goal of the period. Was in for that face-off for the Devils. Canucks come up with a puck and send it out. Dillon launches one ahead, and that'll be an icing call for a face-off in the New Jersey end of the ice. It's a bit of a sleepy affair this afternoon, I'd say, and I don't think
Better for the visiting team to keep it that way. We were in the building yesterday at the practice ice while the Devils were playing Anaheim in this building, and as I mentioned, they got behind. The Devils did, and then stormed back. 4-1 win, had an empty net of there.
I didn't realize, we learned yesterday that the two buildings, the practice facility and the big rink here, they share the Zambonis.
Yeah.
So they were late flooding the practice ice because they had to be sure that they flooded the game, which takes precedence apparently.
Yeah, it usually does.
Here's Ogren working out of the corner. Stick handles in front. Puck just knocked off his stick as he was looking to pull it to the backhand. And the Devils ice the puck once more for another face-off in the New Jersey end of the ice.
Ogren has come as advertised, the bigger body that likes to get in on the forecheck, create some loose pucks. And obviously he played in Sweden before coming over to make his NHL debut a couple of years ago. Played the first 5 games of the season in the minors in Minnesota's system, and then up with the big club after that, and now a Canuck.
Devils come up with the puck off the draw. Dillon sends it off the glass and down. Here's Tom Wielander. Starts from behind his net when New Jersey change it. O'Connor chops the puck into the Devils zone. Luke Hughes dumps it the other way. Poked ahead by Bratt. He's into pressure. Elias Pettersson. Wielander sweeps the puck up the near side. Kept in by Dillon. Here's Hischier. Puck tipped in front. Backhander wide as Mercer tried to scoop that one past Thatcher Demko. Hughes under pressure to his own blue line from Evander Kane. Able to beat the heat, get the puck to Hischier, who dishes back to Dillon. Now Hughes with a good burst. Luke Hughes into the Vancouver zone with a wrist shot. Demko the save. And Elias Pettersson's there to clear the puck to the side. Luke Hughes has the Devils' goal. That was a nice solo dash into the Vancouver zone looking for another one.
There is a big difference when the Devils' top line gets on the ice. I mean, they read off each other so well. Mercer, Bratt, Hischier.
Cruikshank back for the puck. As we hit the halfway mark of the second period, Canucks leading 2-1. Perron check to the Vancouver blue line. Here comes Connor Garland. Ahead to Nils Höglander. Sends the puck behind the Devils' goal. Markstrom able to cut it off. Chalowski. Dangerous pass. Höglander gets the puck. Tried a blind feed for Garland behind the goal. That didn't get through to him. Kant fights for the puck. Devils come up with it. And it's flipped out to center by Luke Glendening. Cruikshank took a tumble as he moved in to fight for the puck. Canucks send it near side. Höglander ahead. Off a stick, and Dougie Hamilton plays the puck back into the Vancouver zone. Garland grabbed by Siegenthaler. And the puck stays in the Vancouver zone. Palat puts one to the middle. Siegenthaler, far side. Hamilton goes round the net. Passes for Andre Palat. Puck into the corner. Devils get it there. Brown across. Here's Palat centering. The shot by Brown was fanned on and bounced harmlessly wide of the goal. Good zone time here for the Devils. Cody Glass in front. And where's the puck? Went up and out of play.
I think it might have hit Demko's mask, ramped out of play. Devils, not even a dangerous shot, but
15 seconds.
What's the word?
Button. Swipe up or down to select a custom action. Then
Closer Looks brought to you by Specsavers. Don't miss a play. Keep your eyes healthy with regular eye exams, including OCT.
well, one of the new Canucks, 21-year-old Liam Ogren, drafted 19th overall in 2022, and he likes to use his size. He's not shy about using his body to create some loose pucks and always kind of hunting around. Good on the forecheck, and this is the new thing. Go have a good shift. Show your buddies. They didn't have that when I played. I'd need 2.
Face off in the Vancouver zone. And Bratt's able to poke the puck behind for Mercer, who gets it to the blue line for Brendan Dillon. Now Bratt working out of the corner. Skates back to the blue line. Try to pass near side, broken up. Nice play by Jake DeBrusk, who sends the puck down into the Devils zone.
And then just makes a smart play, get it deep, and then start the attack. Try to forecheck, come up with a puck.
Luke Hughes. Hischier with a touch pass to Mercer. Nico Hischier back for Brendan Dillon. Bratt takes his feed. He's knocked to the ice by Tyler Myers. And 4 Canucks break out. DeBrusk gets to the Devils' blue line and puts the puck behind the net. Markstrom shoots it around. Dawson Mercer across for Luke Hughes. Up the left wing, Hischier has Polacco in the net. The pass comes back to Hughes. Luke Hughes. Cholowski. And now Connor Brown with a long wrist shot. Knocked down with the glove of Demko, who then gathered the puck and got the whistle. Fans react as Elias Pettersson gave Andre Palat a little extra shot. It's East versus West in the championship game of the Emirates NBA Cup. Can't miss NBA action Tuesday, 5:30 Pacific on Sportsnet 1. Face-off will be in the Vancouver zone after Demko was able to cover that puck that he knocked down on the long shot towards the net.
Well, as you know, there's no Quinn Hughes in this game for the Canucks, traded away to Minnesota. No Jack Hughes for the Devils. He was on the ice yesterday practicing. The Devils in his absence are 6-9 in the 15 games without their high-quality centerman.
Quinn's Minnesota Wild play the Boston Bruins later on today. Expect him to make his debut in Minnesota colors at 3 o'clock Pacific. Just under 7.5 minutes left in the second period of this one, with the Canucks leading New Jersey 2-1. Holmgren to Sassone. Ahead for Carlson. He did well to get to that puck and poke it to the end boards. Now he moves in to check Siegenthaler. Carlson's skate came up, yeah. Hate to see that, but everybody's all right. Devils lose the puck. Holmgren steals it. Puts it ahead to Sassone. Drop pass. Carlson tried to get one on goal. That was blocked. Sassone after the puck behind the net. Siegenthaler steps into him. Now Brown ahead. Paul Cotter tips the puck into the Vancouver zone. Oh, thrown in front, and a good chance there for Lamico, but he couldn't get a shot on goal. Thrown to the crease. Demko able to keep that one out as Colton White gave him a little trouble there from a sharp angle.
Canucks are just a little bit unsettled defensively. Two young defensemen didn't know to chase the puck or not, but in the other end, this is Carlson on the forecheck with Siegenthaler, and there's that skate coming up. Didn't come any closer, but it just, the optics kind of freeze. This is Colton White going to the front of the net. This deflects off his stick into Demko, and he's able to hold on.
Face off to his left. Devils have taken a lead on the shot clock, up to 15 over 12. Out shooting Vancouver 10-4 here in the second. Canucks still with the lead. The 2 early power play goals from Jake DeBrusk and Zeke Bouillon. There's a long shot. Demko swallows that one up as Bouillon did a good job to box out Stefan Nason in front of the goal.
Well, this Devils team, they've been trying to string together some wins. They had lost 5 in a row in this building before winning yesterday against Anaheim. They're missing 4 of their top 8 point getters this season to injury or otherwise.
Rossi wins the face-off in his own zone. Canucks dump the puck ahead. No icing as it was touched, and Markstrom comes out to play it up the near boards. Blocked, and Sherwood's after the puck on the other number 44, Dennis Cholowski. 3 Canucks in deep, trying to come up with the puck. Squirts free to Sherwood eventually. And he banks one of the blue line to Tyler Myers, who had it come outside the line and back in. So linesman Devin Berg blows it down. On the offside, we'll take a break with the Canucks still up by 1 here in New Jersey.
UHL, never drafted in the NHL, but never gave up. Managed to craft out an excellent career built on hard work and being the ultimate team guy. So congrats to the guy they call Dilly on a big milestone.
Yeah, played his minor hockey with Surrey Minor. Matter of fact, was a teammate of my girlfriend's oldest brother, Craig. So they played together in their formative hockey years, and Brendan Dillon said they had to just learn to be mean out on the ice. He's such a nice guy off the ice, very personable, and regarded as just a real team guy, glue guy in the dressing room, but when he gets out on the ice, he turns into a warrior.
Hughes broke up that attempted entry, and now he brings the puck the other way. Right across the top of the crease, Nico Hischier gets the puck knocked off his stick. And now he pursues the Vancouver player, Marcus Pettersson, to try to get the puck back. It's out to center. Holmgren ahead for Garland, who's checked by Hughes at the Devils' blue line. The aforementioned Brendan Dillon goes rink wide. Now the puck thrown back to the near side to Dawson Mercer. Making moves on Holmgren. Feeds back to Dillon. Hughes spinning twice on Garland. Luke Hughes takes the puck wide. Turns again with it. Feeds it back. There's a deflected shot off the post. As Bratt let it go from well out, it hit his stick and hit the post. Glove side on Demko. Camp defending without a stick. Pass comes back to Hischier. Dillon. Taking his time. Hischier takes his pass. Nico Hischier. Back to desperate Bratt with a wrist shot. Demko the save. Rebound put wide by Dillon. Canucks get to the puck. Kept in at the blue line by Bratt. Camp still defending without a stick. Puck thrown across to Bratt. Devils starting to change here while controlling. Hischier to Hughes. Nico Hischier. Wrist shot blocked. Garland gets the loose puck. Slides it up the middle. Canucks have room to bring it out to center now.
Boy, did they survive that. Camp didn't want to go to the bench, so he just kind of assumed an area up high and had the rest of the 4 players of the Canucks that had sticks stay low and try to box out near the front of the net. Crisis averted.
Cody Glass in. Puck knocked off his stick. William gets it for Vancouver. And calmly feeds across for Max Sassone. Ahead for Linus Karlsson, who deflects the puck into the Devils' end with 3.5 minutes to go in the second period, and the Canucks leading 2-1. Brown finds Glass, tried to return the puck. That was deflected, and William takes control.
Canucks need to spend more time in the offensive zone. They haven't been able to forecheck as well in the second period.
Sassone moving in around the net. Puts one in front. Besser was stopped as he tried to flip that one over the shoulder of Jacob Markstrom. Devils take the puck the other way and send it into the Vancouver zone. Tyler Myers ahead for Besser. Deflects that one towards his teammate Jake DeBrusque, who is taken down at the blue line, but gets back up to play the puck behind the Devils' goal. Markstrom sends it around, and back goes Elias Pettersson with under 3 minutes to go in the second period. Canucks lose the puck. Glendening sent it around, but now it's down into the Devils' zone, and an icing call will bring the face-off back into Vancouver territory.
Well, when you don't have a hockey stick, it's hard to defend, and so the Devils, they're patient with it. Luke Hughes will move it back eventually. As the Canucks didn't want to chase towards the boards, there's the shot that deflects and hits the post.
I think that's what broke Camp's stick.
Yes, up high. Mercer with the left-handed celebration. Celebrating the post, and there's Besser. Not a lot of room when you're that close to get it upstairs.
Bratt wrist one on goal. That changed direction. Hischier gets the puck in the far corner. Bielander's on him. Now Bratt across to Hughes. He shoots, and a blocker saved by Thatcher Demko, who steered that puck over the glass for a whistle.
For when life hits, Navicord, formerly Waypoint Insurance, is always the right call. Business, home, auto, benefits, and wealth. They have you covered.
Demko's able to find this as the stick is laid out there from Besser, but it gets past that. You never know as a goalie if it's going to hit that stick. You got to keep your positioning, but the idea to move your blocker so it's going to deflect off and into the netting just to get a breath for your players out on the ice.
DeBrusk sends the puck over the Devils' blue line. Hughes collects, tries a long pass ahead for Bratt, but that goes all the way down for an icing call with 2 minutes and 1 second remaining in the second period.
That'll allow Adam Foote to get a fresh line out on the ice. See if the Canucks can spend some time in this offensive zone.
O'Connor between Kane and Sherwood for the face-off to the right of Jacob Markstrom.
Now what? Warnings each, and then pretend it didn't happen?
That's the general rule of thumb now.
Yeah.
Mercer able to get the puck into the middle. Heischer brings it ahead, flips it wide of the Vancouver goal. Marcus Pettersson to Evander Kane, and out to center, glove down by Kiefer Sherwood. He puts the puck in behind the Devils' goal. Markstrom got bumped there by O'Connor. Here comes Nason through center. Stephen Nason centers, intercepted by Hronek, and he'll send O'Connor the other one. 3 Canucks on this rush. Drew O'Connor to the middle. Kane, Sherwood shoots out to challenge and make the save was Jacob Markstrom, and he hangs on with a minute 18 to go in the period.
Markstrom gets aggressive at the right time. For conversation with the defenseman, but nice to convert off the rush. Gets to Sherwood. He scored last game, but wasn't able to pick a corner there. Markstrom, 6'5", 6'6". He takes up a lot of net when he stays patient and stays big. And there's times, though, he tends to go down early and there's space above the shoulders. Officially 6'6".
Canucks get the puck off the draw. Myers with a blast. That was blocked by Nason. Puck gloved down. Sent to the blue line. Bouillon, long shot. Hit a body in front. Besser couldn't get to the loose puck. Nason has it for New Jersey as we move into the final minute of the second period. And potentially another icing call here. Yes, there will be. Another face-off upcoming at the Devils' end of the ice. Paul Carter doesn't agree with it.
Yeah, some good battles at the front of the net. Jake DeBrusk, known as Siegenthaler. Siegenthaler is just a mean piece of business. Swiss-born, but he can battle. See him and DeBrusk exchanging pleasantries, and there's Nason, who took a penalty earlier in this game.
Puck winds up, going to the end. Moore's off the draw. Dillon chops it ahead, and it's flipped out by Carter. Carter seemed to be shaken up there. I didn't see what happened. He reacted almost like he got speared. And now he goes straight to the Devils' bench.
He had the game winner yesterday for the Devils against Anaheim.
Dillon sends the puck ahead, kept into the right point by Rossi. Markstrom out of his net, cut that one off. And he put that one too high. It's off the glass now to play for a whistle with 25 seconds to go in the period.
Markstrom's played the puck a lot in this game so far. Originally drafted by the Panthers back in 2008 before being traded to the Canucks. Remember, he was on that long stretch without getting his first ever NHL shutout. Almost approached the record of 132 games without a clean sheet, but got a shutout in his 129th as a Canuck. And had another shutout like about 3 weeks later.
After he put the puck out of play, they drop the puck in the Devils' zone. Dougie Hamilton has it. Out to center. Dumped the other way by Hronek. With a dozen seconds now to go in the second period. Hronek cuts off another one. Flips the puck to the Devils' blue line. Hughes ahead for Palat. He'll flip one deep into the Vancouver zone, and that's going to do it for period number 2. Devils get 1 goal back. Luke Hughes with his third of the year at 4 minutes of the second. And what was a 2-goal Vancouver advantage is now the Canucks by 1 after 40 minutes of play. David and Luke have another Hockey Central update headed our way. And we'll listen in on Canuck forward Drew O'Connor in another mic'd up feature. 2 periods done here in Jersey. The Canucks lead the Devils 2-1. It's the Canucks 2, the New Jersey Devils 1 as we go to the third period here at Prudential Center in Newark. Canucks protecting the 1-goal lead. Before we get to the final frame, let's go inside the numbers for Sands & Associates, BC's first choice for dad help with over 6,000 5-star reviews. Visit sands-trustee.com and a trio of Canuck debuts this afternoon in New Jersey.
Yeah, the new guys here for the Canucks, and see the numbers so far. Decent amount of ice time for William and Rossi. Ogren, we've seen him just really get in there on that forecheck and use his frame. Wins a puck battle, trying to get his first goal of the season. Rossi's already scored this year. This goes off the post as a Canuck in this game. And William, he's like, here's how you do it, guys. Throw towards the net. It goes off Brendan Dillon. That's a power play goal for William. Already had a power play assist. And there's Rossi, who's had a good time in the face-off circle. Winning 7 of 12. And your 2-point man, Steve William, comes from a hockey family. His brothers both play. Shai is in the Detroit system. And Ben, the oldest, played as well.
Both Canuck goals came by way of power play. Vancouver's 2 for 3 in the man advantage. Devils 0 for 2. Note that too, because remember they had an extended 2-man advantage. And Thatcher Demko and his teammates were able to thwart that opportunity. Keep it 2-0 at the time. And 2-1 now in the third after Luke Hughes scored for the Devils in the second period. Niels Höglander intercepts that one, much to the chagrin of the pass maker. And his ensuing relay winds up being an icing call against the Canucks.
Well, for the Canucks in this third period, realizing the Devils played yesterday just after lunch in this building against Anaheim, get the tempo high early. Force some extended shifts in the offensive zone. There hasn't been a lot of power plays. There were none in the second period to both sides. So see if you can't get a call. See if you can't keep perfect on the power play for yourself.
Phil Hronek. Pass picked off by Hischier. Good job there by Bratt to wait for his teammate to vacate the zone, and then he put a shot wide. That was a heads-up play. Made sure he didn't go in and touch that puck until his teammate had tagged up. And now Markstrom grabs that long dump in, and there'll be a face-off in the Devils zone.
Jesper Bratt is so tricky. I mean, he just hunts down pucks, and this opportunity for him usually doesn't miss from here. You're right, Shorty, just held on, and then a stop-up. Elusive, tries to go over the blocker. Has a point in this game, so that's a point in 10 straight against the Vancouver Canucks.
Connor Brown ahead to Luke Hughes, who leads this rushing. Now turns to the blue line, sends one on goal, blockered easily to the corner by Demko, and Jake DeBrusk clears the zone. We're a minute into the third period. Canucks 2 and the Devils 1. Cody Glass gets to the Vancouver blue line, backhands the puck behind the net, but now a Vancouver penalty as Glass was taken down trying to get in on the forecheck. And an interference call will put the Devils back on the power play. The second time this game that Tyler Myers has gotten an interference minor.
The veteran defenseman, sometimes you get away with these calls, but Glass had some speed and went down rather easily,
I would say. Power plays even now. 3 apiece as the Devils try to break through with an equalizing goal. .110 of the third, the time of the infraction. Devils take the puck free off the draw. And a shot well wide as Bratt missed the net by a healthy margin, and that puck ricochets off the cornerboards and all the way down the ice. Here comes Hughes. Bratt had to reach for that puck, lost a little momentum, but now he brings it ahead. Heischer takes his pass. Checked, and David Kampf is able to clear the zone.
Don't let the entry be easy so that they can set up. It's a good job by the Canucks to jam plays at the blue line.
Bratt brings the puck in, broken up by O'Connor, kept in by Hughes. And now the Devils set up. Andre Palat. Desperate Bratt took a look, missed the puck. And now he has to hustle because Drew O'Connor was trying to get there first. There's a minute to go on the minor penalty to Tyler Myers. Devils looking for an equalizing goal. Hughes checked by Garland and has to track back for the puck. Luke Hughes ahead to Cody Glass. Works his way in on the left wing. Dougie Hamilton down to Glass, who drew the penalty. Pass broken up by Jake DeBrusk, and the puck is back to center. 30 seconds to go in this Devils power play. Mercer taken down. Elias Pettersson clears. Hamilton rushes ahead, offside, as he tried to get the puck onto the left wing to Connor Brown.
It's like the New Jersey Turnpike in the afternoon, trying to get into the zone for the Devils. Canucks are jamming things up, and that forces an offside. Potter was caught in, couldn't get back to square.
"20 seconds is all that's left in the penalty to Tyler Myers. Lamico wins a face-off. Hamilton passes on to the left wing. Cotter sends the puck to the right point to Dougie Hamilton. Cotter again. Break wide to Siegenthaler. Wrist shot. Not even a pass, and now the rebound flutters wide as Cotter couldn't get good wood on it. Myers is out of the box. Tried to take that pass at center. Now he'll assume a defensive position as the puck is sent back into the Vancouver zone. Canucks have 3 defensemen out there, with Myers exiting the penalty box. They're able to get the puck out to neutral ice. Devils will try to turn it the other way, but a good job by Hronek to break things up. Phil Hronek ahead, and puck is knifed deep into the Devils zone. Took a big bounce off the boards towards the front, but Siegenthaler was there to play out of harm's way. Now Glendening plays the puck gently into the Vancouver zone. Nylander's back. Gets away from Luke Glendening and slides the puck to neutral ice.
Canucks, after killing a penalty, just now back to 5-on-5. They can't exit their zone with speed, and so it really makes it difficult to press the opposition back into their own end.
Canucks finishing a change up front here. 4:20 into the third. Vancouver leading 2-1. Bratt with a drop pass to Mercer. Faked the feed to the middle and now turns down the boards. Dawson Mercer leaves for Jesper Bratt. Dealing with a sharp angle shot, stopped by Demko. Puck loose at the side. They jam away, and it winds up on the stick of Brock Besser. Tried to play that out gently, but not gently enough. It's an icing call against the Canucks. Murph.
Well, fuel up, fans. Game day hits different with Panago. Get any large recipe pizza plus cheesy bread for only $24.99 when you order at Panago.com using code Canucks. Scan the QR code to order now. Restrictions may apply.
Demko standing his ground as Brendan Dillon was trying to put it off him and into the blue paint. Good defending, but the icing call by Besser, and Canucks pressed back in their own end.
Devils win the faceoff. Hughes working on Besser. And Besser read that one. Good body position to come up with the puck. And backhanded to the Devils' blue line. Canucks complete their change as Mercer plays the puck back into Vancouver territory. 5 minutes into the third. Dillon moves to the middle. Wrist shot. Demko the save. And Garland there to take the puck out of harm's way.
Brad was kicking at it because his stick was tied up.
Garland too slow to move it the first time. Now he's able to chip the puck ahead while avoiding the leg of Dawson Mercer. Rossi in, pass across, Garland in front off the skate of Ogren, pardon me. As he was set up in front, but Liam Ogren couldn't finesse that one. Puck flipped out. Myers gets it, tried to make a move and lost the puck. Devils break in, Cody Glass in front and got through Demko, but he got enough of it to steer it wide of the goal.
Canucks keep giving the puck up in the neutral zone, and it just allows the Devils to scamper back in.
Now at the other end of the ice, Evander Kane puts one in front, deflects back. Myers, slap pass off the boards, trying to ricochet that one in front. Kane gets the puck. Evander Kane with a wrist shot, and it went off. I think the glove of Markstrom in the corner. First good zone time of the third for the Canucks. Pass comes back to Elias Pettersson. Kane tried to wrist one on goal. That was blocked, and Glass will move the puck out to center ice. 6.5 into the third period. Canucks protecting a one-goal lead. Nason digging for the puck in his own zone. Comes straight onto the stick of Evander Kane. Elias Pettersson tried his shot. That's blocked. And he'll feed back to Myers at his own blue line. Drew O'Connor. Nice move and a pass across. Kane in front, looking for a tip from Sherwood, but he couldn't steer it on goal. O'Connor, nice move there as he picked up the puck and tried to get it in front. Broken up by the Devils, and here comes Bratt. Chips one down in the near corner. Jesper Bratt centering pass, and that was blocked by Tom Wielander. Sassone for Liam Ogren. Devils take the puck away. We're past the 7-minute mark of the third.
This game is starting to open up.
Steve Guillen. And that's going to go for an icing call as it hit the top of the boards and went all the way down the ice.
Well, Demko making some big stops to keep this game a one-goal game. This is Brendan Dillon trying to get that shooting lane. Finally gets it through, hits bodies. And Brad had his stick tied up there by Marcus Pettersson. And off the rush, funky pass, but converted to the front of the net. Ogren couldn't get his stick on it, went off his skate. And here's another one that the Devils put towards Demko. He stands tall.
Face-off win for the Canucks, and they move the puck outside the line. Hughes had it knocked off his stick by Ogren, and then they took an awkward tumble together into the corner boards. Devils up with the puck. Heischer in over the Vancouver blue line. Feeds one back to Luke Hughes. Wrist shot blocked. Ogren got in front of it. Here's Heischer. Steps around Liam Ogren. Tried to center. That was blocked by Marcus Pettersson. Mercer feeds the blue line. Brendan Dillon to Luke Hughes. He leaves at the line for Mercer. Cuts wide right. Dawson Mercer in front. Chipped on goal and stopped by Demko. Hronek clears the puck down. That'll be another icing call.
Well, the Devils are turning it up here for sure in the third period. Top line for New Jersey has spent a lot of time in the offensive zone. Here's Mercer winging it in front. And a shot block from Ogren. Luke Hughes dancing the blue line.
After the icing, face off to the right of Thatcher Demko. And Ogren wins the draw. Hronek sends the puck down to the Devils' blue line, and Vancouver starts a change. Cotter lifts the puck in from center. Myers back quickly around, kept in by Siegenthal. Desser feeds back to his goaltender, who calmly shovels the puck to Marcus Pettersson. Ahead for Niels Höglander. Now Myers onto the right wing for Garland. He plays the puck in behind the Devils' goal. Garland intercepts as Markstrom tried to play it around. Garland feeds one. Now it's sent to the blue line. And a long shot wide as Myers tried to get that one on goal. Kent keeps the puck in for Vancouver, but the Devils now come up with it and lift it out. It went off Myers' skate right to Cotter, who's by himself. The Devils changing, able to buy some time. point. Cholowski didn't get much on his pass. Myers had his stick chopped out of his hands and he went after the puck. Camp will get it near side to Steve Bouillon. Oh, his pass off his stick. Could be some trouble here. Perron. Xavier Perron. Turn to the right point. Now puts one in front. Loose puck. And getting a stick on it was Evander Kane to clear it past the Devil, moving down to the blue line. Devils are back in. Perron. Blocker saved by Demko. Bouillon needs to get to the bench here. He's out of gas. And he does. As the Canucks move the puck into the Jersey zone. Sent across. Elias Pettersson. That hit a body in front. Pettersson from center sends the puck back in off the boards. We're in the second half of the third period. Canucks 2 and the Devils 1. Connor Brown checked. Colton White under pressure from Drew O'Connor, and now Elias Pettersson rips the puck back into the Devils zone. White ahead for Brown. Got any more colors? Is glass a color? Out with the puck comes Ogren. And he steals it back to send it down to the double blue line. Max Chisholm trying to move it. Dillon onto the puck, leaves for Hughes with 9 minutes remaining in the third period. Hughes lead pass, getting a piece of that was Palat to negate an icing. Hronek will drop one back to Marcus Pettersson.
Yeah, just calm things down. I mean, Hronek had eyes up ice. The Canucks were changing out of forward, trying to go in behind the Devils' defense. But the smarter play is just to slow the pace down for a moment, catch your breath, make sure everybody's on the ice so you can get the puck up ice.
Heischer to the middle. Intercepted by DeBrusk, who gets a pass from Bouillon. Jake DeBrusk from center whips the puck in behind the Devils' goal. Markstrom to the side for Hamilton, who lets it go onto the stick of Dawson Mercer. Lead feed, a good one. Bratson. And he'll play the puck behind the Vancouver goal. Myers back to pick it up. Off the boards and out to center. Hamilton able to knock it down, but he gives the puck away to Besser, who dumps it in deep with 8 minutes now to go in the third period.
Now you really got to be sure when you have that puck. If you're coming up the ice, make center ice, don't ice it.
Cotter rushes the puck into the Vancouver zone. Camp trying to break things up. Here's Mason, checked by Elias Pettersson. Camp moves the puck around, kept in, sent back. Chance for Cotter, shooting, missed the net. Garland couldn't get to the loose puck. Mason dumps it to the far side. Hoglander trying to get there. Cotter was there first. And a little slow to get up as he went over top of Niels Hoglander in that race for the puck.
And slow for the Devils to have a left shot defenseman get on the ice. New Jersey was up in the offensive zone, won a puck battle, put it back to the left point, and there was a confusion at the bench. There's no left defenseman.
Here's Hronek. O'Connor chips the puck in on the left wing. 7 minutes remaining, third period. A lot of continuous action at the moment. As Palat brings the puck in, his drop pass didn't work. Devils are offside here, but they'll let the puck go. And that allows the Canucks to send it ahead to O'Connor. Makes a move on Cholowski, but Hughes is there to take the puck away for New Jersey. Palat through center. Pass hit his teammate in the skate, and Sherwood plays the puck back down to the Devil blue line. Brown in. Stick save Demko, and that puck goes over the glass to his right. Down to 6:29 remaining. Canucks on the road in New Jersey in a 2-1 lead.
Get a medium stuffed crunch crust for only $13.99 from Little Caesars. It has
Leading the charge with over 25 years of electrified experience.
Doesn't happen very often in games, but Siegenthaler's trying to defend, and his stick gets caught right in the boards there. You can see it stuck where the Zamboni comes out. Canucks tried to take advantage as he was caught between getting his stick back or going to the front of the net. He does have his stick back.
Face-off will be at the Canucks end. 6.5 minutes to go. Vancouver leading 2-1. And they're ready to drop the puck, except the ice guys are still out there doing their thing down at Jacob Markstrom's end. Now we're set to go with Camp to contest this draw against Nico Hischier. Canucks able to come up with the puck. Marcus Pettersson flips it ahead. Glove down and played forward by Marco Rossi.
Tampa just out there for face-off duty, and he gets to the bench. DeBrusk replaces him.
Luke Hughes, that pass was just out of the reach of Jesper Bratt. Hronek plays the puck around and down to the Devil blue line. Canucks giving chase. Besser gets to the puck first, puts it in front. DeBrusk couldn't get a shot on the back yet. And Hughes takes the puck away and hooks it ahead to Dawson Mercer.
That puck just wasn't sliding as fast as DeBrusk was skating. It was caught between his legs.
Dougie Hamilton. Bratt works his way up the boards. Hit Marcus Pettersson as he tried to swing it on goal. No high stick, says the linesman, as DeBrusk knocked that one down. He gets to center and sends a long one in on Jacob Markstrom. Devils skate the other way. Myers punched that one down. Garland makes a nice move to get to center. And Connor Garland flips the puck into the Devils' end. Loose at the side as it bounced in front, but Markstrom calmly cleared it away. Canucks break up the rush at center again. Hoagland doesn't get it in deep, but he gets it in over the Devil blue line. Here's Paul Cotter to an open side. Cholowski plays the puck forward. Back goes Wielander with 5 minutes remaining. Sounded like his stick maybe broke there. Wielander, he's still hanging on to it. As Hamilton goes back for the puck.
Took a bit of a slash from Nason, who was in on the forecheck.
Didn't seem flexed. I hope it's not broken.
I saw
next time he goes to play the puck.
Lift it up and look at it. It was intact.
Hughes, nice move at center. Luke Hughes in with a pass to Cody Glass, who shoots the puck around. Palat. And now the puck centered by Brown. That was blocked. 4.5 to go. Third period. Canucks up 2-1. Holgren able to move the puck outside the line. Brown sends it across. Palat stick handling in traffic. Feeds one back to Hamilton. Other side. Hughes fakes the shot, cuts in front, and lost the handle. Holgren gets to the loose puck and flips it ahead. Didn't get anything on it, but it comes outside the line to center. Devils are offside. As Brown tried to carry back in, but Glass was trapped in the Vancouver zone. We'll take a break. Canucks still up 1.
Up him at him early with a power play goal from Jake DeBrusk. It was within the first 1 minute and 1 second of the game. And then the newest Canuck, one of them anyways, William gets another power play goal. And then the Devils in the second period countered. Luke of the Hugheses. No scoring here in the third.
4:01 remaining. Ex-tandem mates, Demko and Markstrom, the goaltenders for their respective teams in this one. Dougie Hamilton brings the puck ahead. Bratt spins it down the boards to Hamilton. Over to collect is Marcus Pettersson. Hronek trying to move it up the boards. Canucks get it towards Sherwood, but he couldn't clear it out. Hischier behind the net. Nico Hischier spinning off the boards to get away from Kane. Now it's backhanded in front, gloved by Hronek. And he'll play the puck to Sherwood, who moves in on the right wing. Into the middle, next pass, O'Connor shoots up high. Great chance for Drew O'Connor, set up by Kiefer Sherwood.
And Markstrom got kind of knocked into it from his own defenseman and spun around. It's back up to his feet now.
Just over 3 minutes remaining. Third period, Canucks 2 and the Devils 1.
There was some room over that glove side when O'Connor shot that puck.
Was wielding the hot stick a few weeks ago, but it's dried up a little bit for Drew O'Connor of late. Devils send the puck back into the Vancouver zone. 3 minutes to go. Cotter fighting forward on the near side. Canucks come up with it. And it's sent out by Rossi. Not enough for icing. Here's Siegenthaler. We'll keep an eye on Markstrom now. He's looking to the bench as we speak. Devils able to tip the puck deep into the Vancouver zone. Hronek plays it out. Hamilton collects at his own blue line.
Hamilton had to play that. Hronek looked up the ice, saw that the defenseman jumped on the ice for the Devils and put it right in front of the bench to him.
There goes Markstrom to the bench, but he'll probably retreat just as quickly because that face-off's coming back into his end. Murph.
Yes, John, all together for the holidays. Discover the perfect gift for every teammate on your list this holiday season with the Canucks Signature Collection, available now, vanbase.ca.
Still time for Christmas shopping.
Not outdoors today in New York. Man, was it snowing hard.
Yeah, sideways at times.
2:21 left, face-off deep in the Devils' zone. Sherwood poking at the puck, trying to keep the Devils deep in their own zone. Hughes will now try to start out with a pass to Hischier. Sherwood got a stick on that pass, but Devils bring the puck in, and Markstrom's gone to the bench. So empty net for New Jersey. 6 attackers, down a goal, 2 minutes remaining in the third. Mercer. Under pressure from Camp, gets the puck down to Brad. Here's Nason at the side. Couple whacks at it. Demko got pushed back into the net. Here's Hamilton shooting. Missed the goal. Minute 45 to go. Nason trying to come up with the puck on the near side. Gets it back to Hughes. Puts one in front. Bounce to Demko, and he'll cover the puck. That was a pass intended for the Devil back door, but it went off a Canucks stick right through to Demko.
Kiefer Sherwood had his head up and was able to deflect that pass, take a little bit off it. Demko knew that coming to him, he could get to it before any Devil. Watch Sherwood, top of your screen, readjusts. And if he doesn't, that's right into the hands of the Devils forward near the net.
Minute 38 to go. Devils win the face-off in the Vancouver zone. Hamilton. Checked by Rossi. Canucks fail to get the puck out. Bounces over the stick of Myers. Sent across. Brad to the crease. Loose. In. Tyler Myers down in the crease. Made a sprawling save. That side of the net was open, and Myers was there to make the stop. Just over a minute to go. Puck to the blue line. Hughes, Brad, Hischier, stand on it. Hronek battles for the puck. Hischier gets it. Tried to shovel it to the back of the net. Demko without his stick. Here's Brad. Shoots. Demko the save, and he covers. And now he can retrieve that stick that's lying on the ice inside his net. But not before there's some extracurricular right around him in the blue paint.
That's Hronek defending his goaltender and anyone trying to come into that blue paint, but the Devils defensemen are staying above the tops of the circles, so the face-off doesn't come outside. Here is as close as it gets. Demko comes across, and then as he's trying to scramble back, lets go of his stick, Snow Angel, but it's Tyler Myers with the big stop going down, not covering the puck, ushering it away with his glove. And on the last one, Demko has to respect that this might go along the ice. He's got no stick, but he holds on, and Bratt can't find a corner.
Devils have called timeout. Under a minute to go, their net empty, and the face-off upcoming at the Vancouver end of the ice.
Demko looks like he hasn't missed a beat.
It's Jeremy Colton drawing something up there, along with the help of Sheldon Keefe and Kevin Dean leading things along with Adam Foote at the Vancouver bench.
Demko made some big stops back in the first period when the Devils had a 5-on-3. Through those 2 combined power plays, the Devils had 4 shots, and Demko stopped them all.
This face-off will be to his left.
See if Camp is tasked with the job, and he is.
Hischier for the Devils. Empty net for New Jersey. Devils win possession. Bratt. Long wrist shot, hit a leg and went into the corner. Mercer checked. Hronek couldn't get the puck past Hamilton on the far side. 35 seconds remaining. Nason around for Hamilton. Oh, good read there as the Canucks stole the puck. Rossi skated right to where that pass was going, but then Vancouver unfortunately iced it after a nice defensive play.
Stayed a cap right on the backhand. He was trying for the empty net, but then it just slid off the toe of his stick. But Rossi with the smart play defensively. Some stout defending from Hronek as well below the goal line.
Face off to the right of Thatcher Demko now. Same two combatants, Camp and Hischier. Canucks get the puck, get it off the stick of Brad and out to center. Devils send it back in, but there's a player trapped. That was Mercer, was all tangled up with one of the Canucks, and it's an offside whistle, so the face-off will be outside the blue line.
Yeah, Besser was the one who was able to muscle the puck out of the zone and then took the opportunity to stay in front of Mercer, trapping him in the offensive zone. So the time is sifting down here.
Devils have one player lined up way out to the left. Besser was taken down, and the puck stays inside the zone. Hughes to the crease. Ricochets to the near side. Hamilton tried a shot. That's going to come off the boards and out. And that should do it. As the Vancouver Canucks, in their first game since trading captain Quinn Hughes to Minnesota, debut 3 new players. And how about the debut for Steve Bouillon, who has a goal and an assist in a 2-1 Vancouver win over the Devils.
And the power play comes to life for Vancouver. Bouillon with the game winner as it stands, and Demko does the rest through the final 2 periods as the Canucks scoring was in the first. Devils get one in the second. Nothing but goaltending by Demko in the third.
1 down, 4 to go on this road trip. And all smiles for that young man who just turned 20 a week ago today. Steve Bouillon and the Canucks celebrate a win. 2 on the final here in Jersey.